What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be answering a couple of questions you guys sent in, so let's get right to it. Would you fish the lake part of Jordan in February or the river? I'm assuming you're talking about the Coosa River and Jordan Lake, and I 100%, no doubt about it, would be up the river. My favorite snack while fishing. I don't know if I could say that I have a favorite snack, but 99% of the time you can find a pack of Ritz peanut butter crackers somewhere in my boat. What's your favorite bait on Guntersville? I would have to say if I could take one bait to Guntersville, it would probably be a bladed jig chatterbait style bait for 12 months out of the year. How do you target bigger fish on the Coosa? I target bigger fish by going to areas that don't get as much pressure and throwing baits that only catch big fish. My favorite spinnerbait. My favorite spinnerbait is a War Eagle, double willow, chartreuse and white. What's your favorite wintertime bait? My favorite wintertime bait, springtime bait, fall bait, summer bait, any kind of bait, anytime, a 5/8 ounce jig with a Zoom Big Salty Chunk. My biggest challenge in 2020. I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be self-confidence and believing in myself and knowing that I'm where I'm supposed to be. The best ways to pre-fish / game plan for a tournament. What I like to do is I like to gather as much information as I possibly can and then go from there. Winter fishing tips. It's not really, this isn't a question, so I'm gonna give you all my top 3 winter fishing tips. Number 1, I always try to find the sunny side of the lake, reservoir, river, whatever you're on. Number 2 is find bait. And once you find the bait, slow down. That's my 3rd winter tip. There you go. My favorite flipping rod in the $150 range. I'm gonna have to go with the Arc Invoker Pro 7/6 heavy. You can go from flipping a 3/4 ounce to a 1/4 ounce and everything in between, and it's good for all of that. How to fish a big swim bait. I personally don't throw a big swim bait a whole lot, but of the guys that I do know that do throw it a lot, the main thing they always say is just be persistent and keep it in your hand and throw it all day long. How was your high school fishing career at Springville? When I was at Springville, we weren't fortunate enough to have a fishing team, so I would go fishing on the weekends when I didn't have a baseball game. But all you high school anglers out there, be very thankful that you have that platform to go on and take advantage of. Who has influenced you most as an angler? From a professional standpoint, I would have to say hands down Scott Canterbury, and just as being an adult, I would have to say my parents. What would you be doing if you couldn't bass fish? I would probably either be building houses, building cabinets, or working on air conditioners. What is your go-to bait besides a jig, LOL, when you're trying to get a big bite? I would have to say if I couldn't throw a jig that I'd have to try a spinnerbait because there's just been so many giant fish caught on a spinnerbait. Why did you choose bass over FLW? I figured somebody was gonna ask this. Just the way my 2019 season went, it just seemed like bass is where I was supposed to be, and that's where the good Lord was leading me to. If you guys are interested in knowing more on why I chose bass over FLW, let me know in the comments and we can put something together for you guys. All right, guys, that wraps up all our questions and answers. Thanks for watching and following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social medias, and we'll see you guys next time. Best ways to pre-fish / game plan for a tournament. Winter fishing tips. Go deer hunting. What is my biggest challenge in 2020? This YouTube channel. How to fish a big swim bait. Throw it out and reel it in. How do you target bigger fish on the Coosa? Don't target the little ones. When did you discover your homosexuality? What's your favorite bait on Guntersville? None of them. Go to the Coosa River. What would you be doing if you couldn't bass fish? My favorite snack while fishing.
Did somebody say snack?